Hello again, this is Ed French, and this is lesson number 15, Tools of the Trade. And pretty complex it can be. If you're starting out simply, I would advise you not to buy a lot of expensive stuff to start out with. And I don't find it essential or important, to me anyways, to use real expensive brushes. You can pay hundreds of dollars for one brush. I use like a 50-cent hog bristle brush for big washes. I don't know, the most I've ever paid for a single brush, maybe $20. It's not the expense of the tool that makes good art. It's the talent, the ability, the experience that you bring to it. Anyways, I'm showing you some other videos of particular tools that I use, and I hope this is helpful to you. Best wishes. God bless. Bye. Here are some tools of the trade here. Brushes that I've collected over the years. Viva paper towels. Brushes, I don't think it's important to buy expensive brushes. Bigger brushes for bigger areas. This is a fan brush. Does fantastic things. Sponge brush does different things. This brush right here is for softening edges, particularly in oil. Palette knives, expensive things. They last a long time. Of different sizes, and I've learned to paint with them. I like Liquitex acrylics. And this is for transferring water, large amounts. Here's a palette that I use for acrylics. Some small brushes for what I call dinking around or wheedling, and a spray bottle. You can use that for putting moisture on an acrylic painting and keeping your palette wet. A sponge. Acrylics dry very fast, especially in hot, arid climates. And I take a paper towel here and I'll soak this whole thing as kind of a humidifier, and spray the palette, put the paint in there, keep spraying it, maybe, depending on conditions, every 2, 3, 4 minutes. And I use this, this is a John Pike watercolor palette, and I've used the bottom of it. I use the bullets casings there for spacers, and I'll keep it humid when I step away for a while. There's some tricks learned over a long period of time, very helpful. There's a bamboo fondue skewer. It does marvelous things. An old toothbrush for spatter, and a pair of pliers, small pair of pliers for opening oil painting tubes. They get really stuck on there tough and hard. This is my oil painting set, Winsor Newton oils, and it's intended for outdoors. I've only used it once outdoors. I'll do a lesson later on oil painting, but this is my palette, and I don't Due to my background, I don't go into really expensive stuff. You can pay $50 for a gallon of spirits for oil. I pay about, I think it's $10 or so for odorless mineral spirits. And I use the best paints that I can. These are Winsor Newton oils. And I'll go into oil painting in another lesson. I use the computer extensively anymore for research and for displaying research. This is a photograph of an antelope that I took myself, and a painting that I'm working on in watercolor. Actually, acrylic gouache. The computer is really, really helpful these days.